Hi, welcome to my channel, At Home with Tracie, and I am Tracie. So if you see this hat, this means I didn't do my hair. Let me just start from the beginning. Sunday night, I, was, I got more tools and I, was sanding the walls. I was just trying to figure out like what's next. Now that I cleaned out the room, like, what's next? How can I execute my plan? And I got a little sidetracked and I was like, well, let me see if I can actually do the miter. I want to hang some new crown molding and I just want to see if I can learn the miter, right? So I found some videos. I thought I could, figure it out, but it was a bust. I was frustrated, and I only had a couple sample pieces to go with. So, anyways, I got a little frustrated, and well, that didn't work out. I get frustrated. I try a few things, and the few things don't work, and then I'm like down on myself, and then I just start something else, right? I don't want to do that this time. I want to follow this through. I want to get this room done, right? I started this YouTube channel to, do my house. And I don't want to just do like paint and some decor. I want full transformation, right? So I decided, I'm going to reach out to my community and see if there's anybody who would want to like assist me as far as showing me, guiding me on how to do some of these projects. I am better with showing. When someone shows me, I get the hands-on versus watching a video, because I can replay that video over and over, and if all the steps aren't there, I'm like, okay, then I'm looking for other videos to fill in, right? So anyways, I craft a message for Facebook Sunday night. I hit send. I said, okay, I'm just gonna send it. Monday morning, I get up pretty early anyway, so I knew there wouldn't be a response because I sent it kind of late too. I think it was like 10 or so. And I get up like 4:35. So anyways, about 8 o'clock, 8 or 8 a.m., somewhere around there, my Facebook post gets accepted because it's in a group. And almost immediately, so there were several people that responded, but almost immediately, this one gentleman, his name is Dijon, he messaged me and he was like, I would love to help you. And so we were talking, going back and forth, and he said, you can look at some of my work, and that you can, if you search me in the Facebook group, you can find me. And so I did that, and I was sold, right? He seemed really nice. So just like any contractor, I would be like, okay, well, you know, when can you come and see my projects? And he came same day. And he was the same guy I was messaging. Like, his demeanor was just as kind online as it was in person. And so I was very pleased with that. And so I showed him, gave him my spiel about my house and all that it's gone through. I've also told him about my projects. And so I took him to the room that I'm working on. And I asked him and said, okay, so this is what I want to do in this room. And I'll show you too. It's what I want to do in this room. Where do I start? What's the best way to execute, right? And so he told me, first, take up your baseboards. And I was like, okay. So take up my baseboards, and I told him what I want to do with the closet. He said, take off the closet doors. And then he said, and then once you're done, we can go on to the next thing, right? So let me tell you, that night, I took off the baseboards, and I'm going to show you. I am so proud of myself. And then I also took a sketch. I took a picture of my closet, and then I created a sketch and in Morfolio Trace. I don't know if you've ever used it, but I just started using it, and it's great. So I did a sketch and finished it this morning, and so I have my vision of this alcove. It's gonna be so cute. So I'm gonna show you. I am so proud of myself. And then I also took a sketch. I took a picture of my closet, and then I created a sketch and in Morfolio Trace. I don't know if you've ever used it, but I just started using it, and it's great. So I have my vision of this alcove. It's gonna be so cute. So I'm gonna show you. So I have pulled up the baseboard molding. I still have this wall and that wall to do, but by the time I post this, the whole room will be done. But basically what I want to do is pull up this floor. So there's hardwood floors over there, and the same floors over there are under here. And I want to actually paint the floors black. So right here, that right there, I want to paint the floors black. I want to paint my whole downstairs floors black because they're all hardwood, and they're old, they're tattered. I want a very modern, updated look in this house. I want bold, so I'm going black. So I'm going to basically cut up this and around. So it's going to be a arch right here. I just decided today that I'm going to do a pendant lamp right here, hanging down. In here, I thought about doing some wallpaper in here. Now that would be cute. Some wallpaper, pendant lamp, and then I'm gonna have some shelving, but it's gonna be smaller shelving, and then a wood desk in here, a nice wood desk, and I'm thinking more like a one that is attached, so it's going to be a floating desk that's attached in here, and a nice little chair, and the colors, I am going to probably do one of these two colors. Well, that's if I paint it. But if I go with the wallpaper, it'll be something that coordinates with these two. Not necessarily matchy-matchy, but something that coordinates with this. Oh, and also, did I tell you that I decided I'm going to do a faux lime wash in here of these two colors. So I get so giddy about this stuff. Anyways, and now that I have help, someone who can tell me the process I feel so much more confident because once I do this room, unless it's something I haven't done before, I'm going to be feeling pretty confident about the next room and the next room. So I'm going to remind you, this is what I'm going for. I'll put a clearer photo. But yeah, I am so excited. Anyways, that's it for now. I will give the next update, part 2.5. But yeah, I'll be back Sunday. I'll give an update on Sunday. Toodaloo. Toodaloo.